Retro Studios really did it with Prime 4. The game finally came out last week. We have our hands on it. No more speculation, no more exaggerated previews or reviews. I'm about 10 hours in so far. Finally crossed the ice belt, and right now I'm having a way better time with this than I even had with Prime 1, if I'm being honest. I want to talk a little bit about the Prime experience that I'm having this time around compared to previous Prime games in the franchise. I'm taking a look at all the things that this game does to make it really feel like Prime, and some of the new swings that it's taking to really mix things up a bit. But guys, if you're enjoying these videos, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button, subscribe if you're somebody new. We're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate your support. Thank you very much. So like I said, I'm about 10 hours in. I've taken down a few bosses, gotten a few new upgrades to use, and then backtrack around other areas again, driven around the sand desert, and even gotten lost a couple times. But I really feel like I've got a nice grasp of the game so far. This isn't a review or anything like that, so keep that in mind. But there's a lot of things that Prime 4 is doing that has greatly increased my enjoyment with it over other entries into the franchise. I've played plenty of Metroid games before, but Dread was one of the first that I beat while not feeling like I had to drag myself across that finish line. I never felt like it was a chore or anything like that, right? Every new fight, every new power-up made me want to continue exploring the world that we were in. And after beating Dread, I was really excited for Prime Remastered, and while I enjoyed that one too, I noticed it wasn't really holding my attention quite as well. And by the end of it, if I'm being honest, I felt like I was kind of forcing myself to finish it just to be able to say that I did. I still need to finish Prime 4, of course, but so far, I really haven't had that kind of problem at all. The world is so beautiful to look at. The sound design is amazing. That HD rumble is something else. I can't believe how undersold it was during the previews and reviews. This is some of the best use of it that I've ever felt in a Switch 2 game, and I wish that more games would use it to this level. It's actually amazing. But there's just so much here that I like over Prime 1. I like the fact that I can actually place markers on the map, for example. Those quality of life stuff like that is always good. I can take a good look at the map, plan out where I want to go past just the next immediate place that I want to visit. Even the way I move the map around with the twin sticks on the controller is better this time around as well. And speaking about twin sticks, a major thing I need to touch on with this, and it's an exclusive to the Switch 2 version, are those mouse controls. So far, I've played the vast majority of this game with those kind of controls instead of the traditional twin sticks or full motion control. I rarely play first-person shooters with anything other than a mouse in the first place. I know Metroid is more about exploration and discovering things, but having that precision to snap from target to target, even without the lock-on, just feels so much better to me, and I absolutely love it. That's genuinely been a huge game changer for me. Just being able to feel like I have a bit more control over my aiming really helps keep this game feeling more engaging and impactful during gameplay. We gotta talk about that desert. You know, everyone's been complaining about that. Oh God, oh boy, oh brother. Right, I've been driving around the desert collecting crystals, which honestly, I use the desert as like a palate cleanser. After each area that I finally complete, I like to go out into the desert, drive around, have a nice time. The HD rumble, the controls all feel great. That bike looks amazing to use. I know people don't like collecting those crystals, but honestly, it's really satisfying to just smash into them to collect it. Finding dungeons is always really nice. The desert overall just feels real different than the core gameplay of the rest of the game, but it's a welcome addition. It looks super dope, and honestly, riding around in it keeps me more engaged in between these boss fights and in between these major areas that you're going to collect these keys. This is still Prime 4, so you know there can't be a single video about it unless the people are talking about those NPC characters. We got to bring them up. Now, I've only run into 2 so far, and I know I've gone over this in previous videos, but to make a long story short, they do not intrude on the gameplay very much at all. I see people crying about it being too hand-holdy. This sounds like lies to me. I don't know what people are talking about. The times where you'll get genuinely stuck in the game to where you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go or where to find something. Every time I've ever been in a situation like that so far, and I've even ever had the thought of needing help, the comms are down. You can't call Mackenzie. You can't ask the NPC that's next to you. They're not around. They're not saying anything to you. You are isolated. You are alone. You are by yourself, which is exactly what people said that they want in a Prime game, right? And so far, I'm only 10 hours in, yes, but I'm not seeing the, oh my goodness, this is so overbearing. My ears are bleeding. Someone's constantly yelling in my face. I'm just not seeing that. 10 hours in, what are we talking about? I don't know what puzzles these people are genuinely stuck on just to have one of the NPCs screaming out the answer for them or whatever the case may be. maybe. I don't know where that's happening in the game, but so far 10 hours in, I ain't seen it. I just haven't had that experience once yet. At most, Miles will help you stay on track after completing an area, but never spoils any puzzles or anything like that. The NPCs add just enough personality to this game for me, and it's entertaining to watch the cutscenes. It's nice to hear the voice acting instead of complete silence for 15, 20, 25 hours, however long you're playing this game. It adds a little bit of flavor here. Samus is cool. She's great, but she does not speak, guys, and I'm so sorry for people that swear that they don't want this game to be outdated. If they didn't have voice acting in this title, I think that would feel pretty outdated too. A completely silent character with almost zero voice acting, if any at all, outside of Lamorne. With all the outrage that I'm hearing from everybody, I'm convinced if there was no voice acting, I'm almost certain people would dock it points for that, for being antiquated and outdated, but whatever. Bottom line is I'm having a great time with Prime 4. Like I said, 10 hours in and I'm just so in love with this world. It's very straightforward. It feels very much like Prime 1, but without the bits and pieces that, in my opinion, were kind of holding it back. No mouse controls there. Now, that's understandable given the console that we were playing on, but it is better having it here than not. The voice acting with all these other characters is great. The HD rumble is fantastic. The quality of life changes to the map, fantastic. The graphics, beautiful. The music, best in the series. As far as I'm concerned, these are some of the most memorable tracks that I've ever heard in a Metroid game. And I just don't think these things are getting enough love and attention, especially whenever people are talking about this title. But that's just me. Let me know. What are you guys thinking so far about Prime 4? Are you guys playing it right now? Are you enjoying it? How far are you? Have you beaten it? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.